Hello, guys. Good to see you.
Hello, and you're welcome to our YouTube channel.
Yep.
It is 2023. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year,
Because
guys.
it's our first video this year.
Yeah.
It is our first video this year.
Don't mind us, though. We had to, start the year with a lot of looking into what we want to do this year. Reviewing our plans, personal, professional, from a work point of view. So a lot of things, and it's still a new year. It's still the first month of the year, so we just had to get wired started.
Yeah. So this year, expect videos, of course, about how to just pretty much survive in the UK and all of the things that have to do with the UK. Expect, some collaboration or some, should I say, sessions with some people across various topics.
Yep.
Also, because we are both business inclined folks, expect business content, like business updates and stuff like that.
Yep.
Expect all those things, right? How to build your business and all those many things.
Yep. I'm super passionate about growing businesses, especially in Africa, and the kind of economy that we have.
Yeah.
And a lot of value that we can derive from those things. So, and we have some kind of experience that we can share that can mean something to people who are in that space, but it doesn't count you out. We're still going to be here for the fun stuff,
exactly.
for the lifestyle. We're still going to be here. So
the point is that when you come on this page, you get information, you can laugh, you can enjoy yourself, and you can also get meaningful content that can help you in various aspects of your life.
Or someone else
Yeah, so that's the goal of this page.
Cool.
All right. Okay. Now that we have said that, today's video we're going to be talking about bills that you have to pay when you get into the UK.
I don't know if we can do like coin sound so that people don't say money they come on. This is bills. This video
boing, and this video is particularly important because like we've always said in our previous videos, we are coming from an environment where our financial system is not built to collect the money instantly from you, right? It is not built that way. All right, so you're coming to a system where you literally have to pay for everything. If you did Nigeria, you go sabi say some people they tap lights, meaning say they get light, they know they pay. Sure, you get the point now.
Although say we not tap light, but I think the thing is, Nigeria is a country where people pay tax, but I think after your income tax, that's about it. You pay NEPA bill. So I think the payment structures are kind of there, but adherence to those structures are not as strict as the UK.
Exactly. I think that's the point. Getting people to actually enforcing that law is not back home. So this video wants to tell you about the bills that you have to pay, and this differs, please. We need to put that out. It differs depending on your situation. For example, if you're a student, of course, we don't participate in council tax, right? Then again, it depends on where you live, the area you live.
Yeah.
Where you stay, you may be paying that bill, say, monthly. Another place, you may be paying quarterly.
Yeah.
You get? For some people, these bills are included in their rent.
Absolutely.
So they don't have to pay it separately. So you see the dynamics now.
Yeah.
So it totally depends on your situation. However, it doesn't mean that so one way or the other you're not paying this bill, you're definitely paying it.
It must come out from your pocket.
Exactly.
It's definitely
exactly. So the first one I've mentioned already is council tax. And what is council tax? Let me just bring it home. It's like, for example, a local government tax, the money that you pay to the local government in that area, and they use this money to develop the community or that particular local government area. That's what it simply means in layman terms. So it's called council tax here, and it is paid monthly. It's actually a very big deal. Students are exempted from paying this tax, So, but the moment you're done with school, that very first month like this, oh my God.
Collect.
Water. You're going to collect the bill and start paying it.
Yeah.
So get yourself ready for, and again, it differs. Some people are paying like 170 paying, 190 paying, 200 depending on the area. Okay,
Yeah.
so I think literally you can even go online and, for example, type council tax for particular area, and then it's going to show you like how much more like a range that they pay. All right.
Yeah, babe,
So
just come to think of this, right? I think it's something that, developing countries can begin to adopt, where people can actually, because I'm a strong believer that development should start from the council or from the local government,
yeah, of course.
right? I always say this thing. I mean, you look at the smallest local government or smallest council in the UK, how organized they are. Everybody has, like, no matter how far, everybody has some energy. There's a coordination, right? But I think for us, one of the biggest problems is trust back at home, right? But if we can actually start contributing, we don't have to start paying like £170, like so £175, but we can start contributing in our local council and then using that money to do some certain things that are, going to help us collectively to go a long way. Because somehow in Nigeria, people pay tax one way or the other. Either Abro boys will come and collect from your store or something. It's not coordinated, and there is a whole lot of inefficiency. So this kind of system, we should actually do it. So the next tax that you
the
have
next
to,
bill.
yeah, the next bill now is you can see.
He wants to collect all the tax already.
So this one now is not tax, but it looks like that. But this is the next
It is
bill
not tax. It is a bill
that you have to prepare for is your energy bill. And it's really, really important and very simple, straightforward. This is how you have your light,
you use your lights,
and how you have to pay for it. It's like NEPA bill.
No, it's important that we bring it back home.
Yeah,
so
it's like NEPA
moving
bill.
Understand.
But the good thing is that you have this 24 hours. It never goes except there's really an issue with the system. But you pay for your energy bill, for your heating bill. Some people need it to cook. And you pay to the energy supplier, and it's really based on your integrity. They send you your bills, monthly, and it can also be quarterly, right? Like in our case, we pay quarterly.
Quarterly, yeah.
And it's not really that expensive, but it's dependent on the consumption that you carry. I mean, our house, we, especially now during winter where you have to rely on heating a lot, your bills kind of go up, right? But it's really dependent on consumption, like the prepaid meter or whatever. So
And
that's
the
how
good
you
thing
pay.
is that they break it down for you. So, for
Yeah.
example, they're going to charge you for £100, for example. They break it down. This is how much power you consumed. This is it. This is your tax. They break it down. So there is no, how back home when you see a bill, you be like, how does like
Take.
next thing you go to NEPA, be like, this money no be me use am,
Yeah.
and then they have to bring it down. You start negotiating all of all those things. Nah, it doesn't happen here. So once you see it, they break it down for you how you use it and everything. And for example, at this time where a lot of households, are seriously complaining because of how things have increased, inflation in the UK, the government also has plans to like support some households in collaboration with some of these companies. So even if you feel like, oh, I don't have the money to pay for this, like you can, for example, the bill they sent to us, they always write it there. You can call this number and we're happy to see how we can assist you and stuff like that. So yeah, that's it about the energy bill.
Yeah, by the
bill
way,
number
babe,
2.
I just thought to put this in. There are some places in Lekki that your prepaid meter, you actually spend more money than you spend in the UK. Do you know that? I mean, it's almost unbelievable, right? Like,
let's not go into that conversation.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Let's not go into that conversation.
All right, the next bill.
So that's bill number 2. The next bill we have is your heating bill. Now the thing is, currently for us, we do not pay heating bill. But I remember that in the old house where I was in Wales, we actually used to have to pay for like heating. It's like a prepaid meter stuff where you just have to go buy. So you know how in Nigeria we go to buy like prepaid meter or something like that. So you buy the code, come to your heating stuff, impute it, and then you're able to heat. If not, everywhere will just be cold. Water will be cold, running cold and everything. But currently, it is not a bill that we pay. So I actually assume that the heating bill for us is in our energy bill.
Yeah, it's exactly in our
energy bill. Yeah. So again, and that's why I said it differs depending on where you stay. you know, and maybe the kind of house it is, you may have to pay your heating bill separately from your energy bill, or you pay what's it called now? You pay everything together as energy bill. All right.
Yep.
So that's bill number 3. So
And for bill number 4, water bill. And they say water is life. Is important because it's not like in Nigeria where every house kind of has their own borehole, and you drill your borehole. And I think that thing should be stopped. But of course, we can't stop it because our system is not there yet. In the UK, I'm not sure anybody kind of has the license to drill borehole. So you rely on the central water system that the government supplies, and then you pay your water bills. In our house, we don't have to pay this bill because water bill is one of the bills that are actually factored into our rent, and it's paid on our behalf. But in some of the houses, you may need to pay water bill, and you have to pay monthly, and you go. But of course, you can't do without this, and it's not really that expensive from what I hear. I think it's less than £25 a month.
I don't know.
Yeah, but
I've never
I've
had
heard
to.
that. I've heard that it's less than £25 a month. But I mean, it's one of those things that you pay directly or
Indirectly, yeah.
Yep.
The next bill you've got to prepare for is your phone bills. Hello.
This one.
So your phone bill, like your handsets, your mobile phone, right? That's what it is, because you have to buy credits, aka like we call it at home. You have to buy credits and you have to buy data. But the good thing about here is that when you buy, for example, you buy airtime of say £10, it is inclusive of both the call and
data.
On the data. Yeah, it's inclusive of both, right? If, for example, so both of us are like separate plans for phone bills. He does like pay on the go. So when he calls, money is actually deducted from his
and I
money.
have to change that, and that's why I just shocked because my own just finished now. I've been one phone call until finished.
But for me, I'm actually on a contract. It's a 2-year contract where all I have to do is every month pay, I think, about £10.99 or something, and I make as many calls as I want to. It's absolutely free. Nobody's deducting anything. And then I have like about 10 gig every month, which I hardly even use anyway, right? Unless I'm outside, right? So both of us are on separate bills. He's on the go and I'm on a contract. So, and again, you may want to consider the contract part, because the good thing about it is that it helps you build your credit history. It's one way you can start building your credit history when you get into the UK. The essence of it is that you must not default on paying. That's why I say contract. You must not default. So you must learn how to actually keep on paying that money to be able to help you with your credit history.
Yeah, by the way, babe, I think that I have to do it because I just realized that for me, I pay up to £20 on the go, right? And every month, and I still get like 7 gig. I've never had an issue with data because data is not a problem here. But it might just make sense to go on a contract of £10 a month and save that extra 10 quid. It just makes sense. Anyway, the next bill that we would like to mention is your TV license, and this is really strange to me because it can be hydra-headed and it also can be simple. How do I will explain, right? So you kind of have your TV license, you pay for it, and then you have the opportunity to watch local British channels, but what I don't like about that is that despite paying that, you can't watch much. Like, you can't watch much.
You can watch match. Simply pay for it.
You pay for another one to watch match.
Of course, so it's part of it. If you want to, if you're watching, you want to watch match, you gotta pay £6.99
for Sky Sports
per week.
You pay for Sky Sports. You pay. Kini will pay.
Kini
will pay.
Kini will pay.
Kini. So this, before you know, you can be paying for 3 TV. This.
But you can actually watch like Disney, your Netflix. You can watch your Netflix.
Do they watch match on Netflix? You see how they don't know how to watch match? I mean, change the next channel. I mean, change. That's why they miss Man U match because Disney, you go pay Disney, you pay for Sky Sports, Netflix. Okay. We
Anyway,
have to
so
take a break.
bill, the next bill is house rent.
Hey, we missed it should have been number one.
I had to bring it to the bottom. To the bottom. So the next bill is actually house rent. Of course, I don't need to explain this one too much. The money you pay to live in the house, c'est fini. That's what it is. So the next bill.
Yeah, I mean, house rent is important, but internet is also important because you have to pay your internet bill.
So there's a difference between your phone bill and your internet bill. The internet is the one that stays in the house.
Phone, and the one you will carry come out. So you see, so many people say, "Oh, I need a modem." In Nigeria, we have modem, we have 3G, FG, Wi-Fi, 5G is coming up. I never hear any G since I come here. Because, maybe they're already on 5G already or something, but it's really...
That's not a selling point.
Yeah, it's not really a selling point because it's almost given. Even train stations, restaurant, everything. They have internet. So your house also has an internet that is different from your phone internet. So usually when I come back home, I just turn off my
mobile data
and just connect to the house Wi-Fi. I mean, it just makes sense and it's really fast and dependable. But you have to pay for it every month. I know.
And again, it could be in your bills, your rent bills.
Yeah. Or
it couldn't be. So I mean, just ask really.
Yeah, ours is it's part of our rent,
yeah,
so we don't have to pay for it.
Exactly.
But some people have to pay for that separately.
Yep. Now the next bill is transportation. Now you may be wondering why is transportation on this bill list? Anyway, first of all, you're not going to stay in your house, right? Forever. You're going to be going out, right? So it's actually important that we put this bill on the list, and that's because it is funny how transportation can actually be sucking a bulk of your money and you will not know. It is so crazy. I think this month alone we spent about 100. What am I saying? No, we spent close to 200 or 300 or something on transportation.
Babe, the last time I actually sat down to say, okay, let me know, because then working from London, I have to go 3 times in a week. From Milton Keynes, it's about an hour. On a fast train, you could even get there in like 35-40 minutes. But going there 3 times and coming back every day is a big deal, right? We could 3 times a week. I put the sum at close around 350 pounds, between 350 400 pounds cost, because it was costing me around 30, even with train card, babe, $36, sometimes 31 pounds. To go.
It can be crazy if you don't watch it. It just may be sucking your money. Currently, I think Stagecoach currently in the UK, this is going to last between January to the 31st of March. They are currently doing like a promo, to support households in the UK within England. So anywhere you're going to within England by bus is going to be £2. I don't know. If you're in the UK, then this will be good information for you if you need to go somewhere, right? We are mostly like the train kind of people, but when we saw the bus option, we were like, we gotta do this. Because, for example, somewhere we have to go for like a single trip with £4. So it means like a going and return, a return trip is going to be £8 for 2 of us. That's a very lovely deal.
Yeah.
You may not even get that on the train. So as long as anywhere you're going to within the UK, for now, between January to the 31st of March 2023, it's going to be £2. If you're watching this video after March, it does not apply to you. All right, it's done. So that's just transportation bill. It's a big deal, and you have to, for example, if you know how to ride bicycles, or if you know how to, if you know how to ride bicycles, you may be in luck but you still have to pay for it. It's not like it's free.
So
they're standard bicycles.
And then you also have some of the ones from, from Lime and Co.
Yeah.
They cost like 25-20 pounds a month. So but you have like free ride for about an hour 30 minutes every day, and then after that, if you ride for more than that, you now pay per minute. But it's really a good idea. Another hack with the transportation thing, because I have a friend who actually works in Manchester, coming all the way from Newcastle. I mean, this is a long journey. I mean, no two ways about it. Sometimes if you have to if you have to spend 3 days at work, you might just consider lodging. Because it saves you money to spend like 15 quid, in a hotel room, save 15 quid than coming back on the same day. So if you're spending 3 days in London, you just come once, spend 3 days in a hotel room, and then go back. Overall, it might save you over almost 50% of what you would have paid if you had gone every single day and returned. And also
and those hotels you have to book ahead,
yeah,
for you to get at a very good rate.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it about transportation. Then the last bill.
Yeah, the last bill is car bills or car associated bills. I generally, I think it's mostly insurance, which you have to renew, and then MOT that you have to do, just to be sure that your car is roadworthy, and then your insurance you have to renew sometimes monthly, and it's also dependent on the type of car that you drive. Some places, especially in London, diesel engine cars are not allowed to go in there, except you begin to pay higher fees for pollution, right? So fuel engine cars are. But here in Milton Keynes and some places outside London, you're allowed to drive diesel engine cars, and they're very cheap. They're more affordable, not very cheap. They're more affordable compared to the fuel. And then there's something I noticed, babe. In the UK here, most 80% of the drivers drive hatchback. Like all the cars, why? I think we need to find out. Please, if you know, come and tell us.
And with the car, depending on where you drive to, please, you need to pay attention to the fact that you're going to be paying parking fees. So it's not by having a car. Hey, I want to have a car. I want to have a car. Like he has already said, MOT, insurance. There's also the part of parking, right? If you speed anyhow for road, pass the speed, just snap a camera and bring the bill to you. You pay, narrate picture come, and you get to pay as well. So these are some of the things that you actually, if you go and pass a road that maybe is meant for bus only, and you pass it, you pay money.
Revenue.
So these are some of the things that come with driving a car in the UK. I'm not saying that it's not good. I mean, if you can handle the bill of a car, absolutely, please, it's going to help you with moving around. 100%. However, I need you to know that it is not just by buying a car. Back home, once you buy a car, you are done. But here, of course, as part of fueling it, you are going to be doing maintenance compulsorily. You're going to be doing insurance compulsorily. If you go out with the car where you need to park, you have to pay. If you break a law, a driving law, you have to pay. All those things. So hopefully we hope that we've been able to give you insights into some of these bills and how you should actually begin to plan yourself. We are going to do a video as regards maybe doing a job or getting a job as a couple realistically, what should come into a household to be able to help you take care of some of these bills. So hopefully we're going to do a video on that, and yeah, that's it, right?
That's it, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in our next video. Please do not forget to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. Tell somebody about these two humans sitting down here. All right? Bye, guys.
Take care.